Welcome back to Captain of Industry, to another episode with me, Flow Engineer. And last time, we are in the process of building this wonderful production island, and I'm very much struggling with the train layout, the train setup. Now, what I did, it's always lagging if we have all of this stuff in the background. No, but what I did over this episode, I have a paper here again. And I just went through and did some napkin math. I think that's what you call it. And yeah, I got some pretty hefty numbers. For example, this whole thing eats around 4 times 400 iron ore or scrap and stuff. But yeah, in total, this whole thing will eat around 10,000 goods per month, going in and out of those bridges and stuff. If I did my calculations right, that would mean that's around 6.25 to 6.5 trains in this size every month. Going through this crossing, I'm not sure. I would actually I should probably test it, but I don't want to test it. It's just too much work. But I will maybe regret this. Now, of course, we will have all that stuff going on here, so that will continue up there. I will delete some stuff again so trucks can move more or less freely, and then we'll take you and we'll put you here. Okay, so that is going there, and then probably this one will go into some mines here. Space is limited already again, because if we look at my sand numbers, if we talk about silicon, if we leave that out, it's like 600. If we calculate this one in, it's like something like 1,400 sand per month. That is like, wait, that is 3 or 4 of the largest belts for this whole thing. This is a lot. Okay, so what my plan was, generally trains are going on the leftmost or on the left side, right? So if you're coming in here, they will have to go in here. I'm not happy with this yet. Absolutely not. But what I decided, because they are running on the left side, regardless on which direction they will come in, they will run on the left side here, and then they can go into the station here and out of the station, and will be on the left side again already if they continue down there. So what I thought, well, that isn't really a bad design, because we don't have to cross over. If we are coming in from here, we have to cross over to go in here. If we come in from here, that is fine. So yeah, we can definitely think about what to put where. I'm not yet sure about this placement here, because this also needs some support infrastructure, but we can always change that. If I look at iron ore here, because we do have that stuff here, we do have iron coming, or iron being used here, and a lot of iron being used here. I think this would make sense to unload iron here. Now, if my calculations are right and this thing is running fully, we need 384 plus 3 times 432. We need 1,680 iron ore per month. I'm thinking that a train, the maximum he's gonna have is like 6-7 months, something like that. Oh no, I see the comments. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so I'm calculating like 7 months for a train to go around and unload here. So that is the amount 1680 per month. 168. What did I just? 168 670. No, that is not right. 432 times 384. No, times 3 plus 384. That is without scrap, of course. 1680. 1680. And if we divide that by 480, which is one train car, one wagon, that is 3.5 wagons per month. So that means we need to basically have one train in here per month, which is kind of ridiculous. It's definitely a lot of trains coming in here. So what I'm actually thinking again here, if we take, so we're going to here and then we can 65. So that is one train. Can we maybe actually, I probably want to have a train limit of 2 on those stations. If we can somehow fit it in here, we cannot really. Okay. Do we move everything over just because of that? Well, we kind of need a way to bring belts over anyway. So we could bring the belts along here and over. Or is it gonna be fine? I'm just thinking that is a lot of... can we get it... Why is it not aligning anymore? Didn't I cut it out? That is weird. Same thing with this one. Did I forget? Oh, I forgot one part there. Did I? That is annoying. But yeah. So what we also can do, of course, is we can have multiple stations for the same ore. But that means one train? How long will a train have to go from wherever we will get the ore from? For now, that's going to be here, but later that's going to be some contracts. How long? If we have 7... Wait, so that is per month. So we need to do times 7. So that is 24 wagons. So 24 wagons divided by 4 is 6. So we need 6 trains every 7 months in here. So 6 trains will have to run constantly, basically. If that is... Yeah, I'm very confused by my own math here. So I'm not at all thinking you will understand what I'm saying, and I'm not understanding myself what I'm saying here, because yeah, I'm just very much overwhelmed with pre-planning this project because I would prefer to not have to rebuild anything here at any point anymore, because it's already way too much time and content that went into this. So what I'm thinking, we'll have iron coming in here, right? And we'll have quite a lot of buffers. Does copper also come in here, or will we put copper here and have like a train coming in and do stuff there? What I thought, this one is probably better just to be end products that need to be loaded onto trains again, because they will probably go out here, and then on the left side they can go wherever they need to go. So that's what I thought. I don't need that many stations just for iron, right? I maybe need 3 or 4, and then copper, and maybe a second one copper, because for copper ore it's the same. It's 384 times 2. That is also a lot, but it's not as much. So I think I will keep like 3 stations for iron. Let me. So is this loose? What product are you? You are iron ore. So let's just copy this and let's do this, because we also are not having enough space behind, we actually have to put all the modules in here. Okay, so that is 1 iron ore, and then we just basically copy it over, and I think 3 should be enough. I think that should be fine. Hello, why can I not do that? So that would be iron ore unload, and I should definitely unload iron ore, and we can apply this to all of them, and they can get the stuff out. I will also have to flip all of those. They are right, they are not. Let's see. Do we need to? That was some stuttering there. Which direction are you going? So those are. Okay, so those are now coming out, but you are not yet. So we'll have to flip some belts here. Something like this. And now we should also have this one coming out. So we'll basically have 3 trains coming at the same time to here. What did we say? How many trains per month? 1680. 1680 divided by 480, that is the wagons. Yeah, so almost 1 train per month. Which means if we have 3 stations demanding 1 train each, that means we'll be able to only get a train every 2 months, right? Or is that not how this works? Yeah, that's where my confusion is coming from. What we of course also could do is we could basically make a waiting bay here and do something like this. Have 2 trains of iron waiting here. That would mean we cannot use the networks though, right? So that's what I'm thinking. That's also my problem here. If we make this a loading station and not an unloading station, we'll absolutely have to put some waiting bays here, because you need waiting bays where the trains will have to start a journey. That just makes the most sense. So yeah, do we have, let's do 3 for the start, and then let's start here with copper ore. So this is going to be copper ore unload, and we'll just do something like this, and then we can even already plan a second one, because I think a second one is definitely needed. And I should not have done. Do I still have all the parts? Yes, I do. So we can get rid of this, because that does not make any sense here. Okay, and also this one does not make any sense. So we could add another one for the iron, right? So, and then we can do something like copy, and we can just copy paste another one, and maybe even a third one, just to be extra safe. Because if all those are demanding a train, it will be throughput issues again, I think. I have no idea if that now. That is probably pretty ugly. I don't know. So, something like this. And yes, it's hurting my eye too that it's not symmetrical. Tell me if it's too bad. I'm not sure. Okay. But then this is going to be copper unload. And we'll have some large storages here. Wait, so that would mean... we have 1, 2, 3... Let's say around 4 storages here. Maybe 1 and 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure if that is the right way to put them. Because in the end we will have 1 belt going here, 1, 2, 3, 4 belts coming out. So basically 1 storage would be enough, okay? So basically that's probably gonna be like one here. So we have one storage. Do we want to make all of this storage here? We'll just have to think. Let's first think about how to unload the trains there, because that could be an issue. Okay, so we'll take those belts, and I'm just taking all those belts because of no particular reason. Yes, I could go with the larger one, absolutely. Should I do that? I'm not sure. But we only have to build this once, so that is very nice. I think I will go with 4 belts, just because it looks cool. And even if it maybe costs me a little bit more maintenance, it looks absolutely cool. And then I will put it into a storage here, because we do have those going. Now this is 90 degree. We kind of need something like this, and let's bring it over here. So we kind of need something like, well, how does that work? So we kind of don't need this. We kind of need this here, but on the ground, something like this, and then we'll have to flip all of those. Oh, we'll have to make those into another type anyway. Okay, so that doesn't make any sense. So we'll just take you, and we'll copy you over. And you're a flat lift, okay? So that does also not make any sense. So we'll take a U-shaped lift. So let's build it from scratch. So we will build a U-shaped lift here. No, we'll build a U-shaped lift here, going all the way up here. That seems too high. Something like this. And then we'll copy it over to here, and we'll have a U-shaped lift here. Nope. We'll have a U-shaped lift like this, going, nope. That is not right. Okay, so like this, and then going up to here, but turned around. And then we can basically take this one back, I think. One back, I said. And then the bottom ones can just connect. And the top ones can also connect. Like this. Does that look cool, or is that very much unnecessary? It's probably massively unnecessary, so I'm not yet sure of how to feel about it. And then we take you, and we just go over the track to here. Same here. Same here. I kind of want to do something like this. Nope. Like, nope. Absolutely not. Why is everything not working? Okay, so now we go to here. We go over. Like this. And then to here. And that works. And then we can take you with this one, probably, and we can do something fun like this one. Nope, we cannot. So wait, so we'll have to take you and turn you around, and they are gonna go here, and then we'll have you. And we have to turn you around. Something like this. And then we take some U-shaped lifts. And we do something like this. and then we take U away. Because I'm thinking about we want to attach it to the storage, right? So then we take this one and we just attach it. So that would be 1. And then now the question is it stackable? So we take this and we copy it. And it's not stackable, is it? Wait. So let's try this. So you need to go here. Blocked by U-turn. Interesting. Can we somehow fit it in here? You cannot find your pillar placement. Blocked by U-turn. That is annoying. Can we get it in here? If we do this, can we somehow... Well, we cannot probably, right? Can we bring you over? Why not, though? Do you need a pillar under here? And why am I always just destroying stuff? So wait. So if we take you... Can't we? Yes, we can go over. That does work. And then we take you and we copy you over to here. And that does also not work because it's too tightly stacked. Yeah, so maybe that is not a good idea. Can we connect those for a second though? I want to get those connected. So you will go here and then you will go here. And then in here. And this one is just the same. Hello. Why can you not find pillar placement? But if I do this, you can. Can you, right? Like this. Like this. Like this. So now you can find the pillar placement. So let's try. Let's try to see if this would work. So why am I not able to do that? Track already exists. That's fine. So that would mean this, and that would mean this one, and that would mean this one, and that would also mean this one. Right? And then we'll also delete you. So that could work. And then we take all of this to here, and 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 to here. How many? Yeah, that is more than enough stations, okay? That is more than enough. If this is not enough, I think I will have other problems going on in this build. Nope, that wasn't right. That was not right. Like this. Okay, so, and then we should definitely configure those correctly. So we have one train in here at max, and we'll have nothing else really. So can we also do you iron ore, please? And are you max one train? Yes. So we'll also do you and you. Put you to a max train limit of 1, because more you can't really take. Okay, so that should be good, right? Now we just have to figure out how to do it here. And I don't like that this one is different than they are. So let's get rid of those. And let's copy this part over to here. And that wasn't what I wanted to do. That wasn't what I wanted to do, definitely no. Let's copy it from here. Can we get you? And then we can get delete you. And now we just have to think how to connect all of this to some storages. We definitely do have those 3 going, and we do have those 4, so that would be 4 times 4, which we could theoretically do something like this, and then just be 1, 2, 3, 4. Question is, do we have to balance everything or no? Is that not needed? And we just copy. Would that even work? So this would go like here, this would go 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 here. And then you would go here, you would go here, you would go here. It's kinda satisfying. We just have to. Okay, yeah, we can do. I'm okay. This is art. Okay, this is art. I'm fine. I'm fine with this one actually. And then we probably not just want to have one. We probably want to have a few buckets, right? Because we want to have some warning system. And then we probably want to balance everything down here. But on the other hand, this should be full at all times, so it's not really an issue. And then, so we'll have 4. That is the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have only 2, so we can technically. I'm just not sure if that is gonna be. Wait, let's also leave space. If we ever use this one, we probably want to be able to attach it. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we do 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 7, and then we just connect all of those in this very creative way. And yes, I'm probably paying too much maintenance for this one, and I will not build the whole thing at once. On the other hand, it would be kind of cool to build everything, just to, yeah. So for sure, for now, we'll have 3 and, well, technically we can just do 2 and 2. So we'll have U iron ore and U iron ore and U iron ore, and we'll have maybe 1, this one here. We'll have copper, and that is gonna be more than enough for now. And they cannot import export, they cannot do anything. And yeah, we will do the alarms. We'll set them whenever it's needed. Okay, so that is the large amount, the large inputs. They are coming in here. Is that smart if we do it this way? I'm also flattening this area finally. If we look at this, so yeah, we definitely want to keep expanding this one. Now, as we calculated right now, that would mean we will have like around 8 trains in the whole network bringing in stuff all the time. So we need a stacker here for all the loose goods, because we also will have this one, and then we'll have to have the station. And the station, well, I'm thinking we have multiple ones here, because we cannot because we need simultaneous unloading here. And then we will basically route everything along here below the street over to there. Will I actually care about some trees in here? Yeah, well, we can at all time put trees everywhere, right? So this is final. This is final. I will not change the way this is looking. We'll have a train over thing, whatever this is called, and I will not destroy it. I will copy it. We'll have this one going in here. That is important. And we'll have the street going in here and then over here somewhere, like to here, and then meeting up here again. So that is one thing that we need to do. And that is all the those are the large copper ones. They need some sand. For the copper we need sand. And we need a lot of sand for everything. And we need some graphite, of course. And we'll have to get rid of slag. That slag is also still a concern to me. We have to get rid of 160 slag. Oh yeah, the radioactive waste. This one is full again. So now it's time to build you. Unpause you, and we're on our last one. So maybe let's already get another one built, just to be safe. Yeah, I don't wanna use those, but let's get one built, just so we are safe and ready if we need to be. Okay, so we can take you away, and you tell me if you are over 50%. That should be fine. Okay, so then this is going good, and we also probably want to bring scrap in somewhere here. Well, we could, for example, put a little station in here. That would actually work. So we go do something like this, and can we do that? Let's take a station like that. And is a scrap train gonna be a small one or a large one? A large one, right? But just one, maybe. Something like that. So we'll have the scrap train going like this to here. Do we need a street going here? Not really. We'll just have the street going along the train line here. So we could do something like this. Can we get this to connect somewhat nicely? Oh yeah, something like this works for me. And then like this. I like that. And then we take you away and we put a large unit here. Something like this. And we probably want to be able to put some belts along here to wherever they need to go. So I kind of don't want to do this. And then we have some unit modules, if I'm correctly here. Then this is going to be unit station module. We'll do those. And this is going to be iron and maybe also copper scrap pressed. I'm not sure if you can do both. No, you cannot, right? Well, we could do some mixed train stuff. But I'm not sure I want to do that. So that is the iron one, and that is the more important one. And then the copper, where will we do the copper? We'll have to set up a train station here for slag and everything. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we'll have some flat belts. And you're unloading. Yes. So you will go to here. And then you will go to here. you will go to here, and you will go to there. Something like this. I'm okay with this. And then you are iron scrap, the pressed one. And you tell me please if you will ever be full. That is a problem. Okay. And then we can take you, because you are taking that iron scrap and making it into nice iron. We can maybe even fit 2. Can. And then we have to get rid of some stuff here. We'll split those up. We'll take you, bring you in here, you, bring you in here. Can we turn you around? And then we'll also have to put some... Let's take you, connect you here, turn you around. Do this. And you also need to be connected, so let's also take you and connect everything up. And I think we can get rid of you here into this one, and we can get you built here and you built here. And we cannot do this one, right? Because it's another connector right beside. So I'll have to move it once. That is a very close call there already. We'll have to move those if we can. And I think we can. So that should be fine. So let's get those connected. So we can get those connected. And we can probably get rid of you and just connect you in like this. And then we put you here. That is probably, again, overkill what I'm building here. We'll never have that much scrap. But just to be safe, I think that is a good amount. And then there's no belts going over here. That would not make any sense, really. And you will then go into this one. And so you will go... No, we'll have one going on, and then we'll go up with a U-shaped lift. To how high? What is that? Something like this. And then we can take you and we can bring you over. And same for you. You will go here and you will be brought up. And all the way along here to the second one. Now this one is the first one that is gonna run, and we cannot really get it closer, I think. Well, we could put the station closer and stuff. That could work. But I don't really think it's needed, okay? But then we can get you closer, okay? So this one can definitely just go closer. That should work without an issue. And then we can put you... Let's bring you down again from here. To something like this. So that is our scrap intake, and you're gonna go there. Now I think the steel line is the only one I will maybe turn into this direction. On the other hand, we should probably bring it over here and bring it out to wherever it's needed. So yeah, not sure about that yet. But then that would be something like this, and we would have some fast belts coming out of this one. So we would have the belts going. So if we take this one, that would be going like this. That would be going along here. And then going under here. And then probably along here into those. Yeah, this is gonna get messy. But as long as there's the streets still working, I'm fine with this. I'm absolutely fine with this. But I kind of want to balance the outputs. Well, do we need to balance the outputs? Because now it's just one station connected to one smelting area. Or we can just take one belt from every... We can just do something like this. That is a dumb balancer, basically. Yeah, we could even put another row of storages in, but I think that is kind of overkill. We are high on slack here. Why? Are you both not dumping stuff and that's why it's filling up? Is it running again now? Or what's happening on here? Why are you are stuck? Okay, you are also stuck. Are we prioritizing the left side? Somewhere here. No, we are not. This is weird. Do we have some balancers somewhere here? No, we are even trying to balance it to the right side. Very confusing. Are you at the maximum again? Or why? What is happening? Go dump stuff. Okay. Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. Back to this one. We'll connect... Yeah, we'll connect the second one again. So the second one will go here. We'll go up. Can we? Oh yeah, of course we cannot. No, I want to stay at the bottom until here, go up here, and then go along here. And go along here, and then to here and to here. And again, we'll have those connected like this. And we'll not build everything of this at once, so don't panic if you're now like, wow, that's gonna be way too expensive. Well, it's gonna be anyway, but yeah, you got my point. And then we'll go to here, go up. Can we? Can we try to stay at the bottom and then go to level 2? I think that's what it is. And then can we get below here? No, we cannot. So let's do it like this, and with a lift, because we are building clean. Well, I don't know if we are, but that's what I'm telling myself. And then we are going out here. Can I get up once? I cannot. No, you cannot tell me that. Well, yes, that's what I want to see. And then we are going over with this one all the way to here. Is that how I will do that? So that would mean this one will be connected. This one will be connected. Is 4 stations gonna be enough? I'm not sure if my math is mathing out, but we'll see. And then we'll have the copper going there. And we also need the 4th iron going to here. Now, that is also interesting. Do we want to rotate it? No, we don't. Which one? This one is iron. So we will just go over once. And I have no idea what is gonna happen here. So I think I will just do this. Now I'm capping off the expandability. So maybe we want to not build this one here. We could even squish this one in here. Then it's just a question of... I don't know where we're gonna build this, but not here. Okay. So we'll have a street going here. This is important. Yes, and then I think I want to leave some space here and here. So we will go with the fourth one. We'll go up to level 4 or level 3. We'll go over to leave some space. We'll go all the way to there, something like that. Will we go something like this to here, and then around, and then in here? And we probably want to not do it this way. We probably again want to take you to here, then take a lift. Yeah, I have to start build with lifts more, because they just make stuff cleaner looking. So that's gonna be the iron coming in here. And I just see that time is flying again already. And we didn't connect anything else up yet. There also will need to be a large buffer for water. We are drinking a lot of water with all those systems, especially the copper one, but also the steel ones, because they are cooling with the water and you don't get any water back. So yeah, lots of water going in there. If we look at this, so then that would be, so we could then take you here, and you here, and you here. That seems stupid. That absolutely seems stupid. But yeah, not a bad thumbnail. Yeah, something like this. Let me save that. Yeah, I will redo it probably, but yeah. As you can see, a lot of iron going in there, and now the copper. The copper will be the same basically, so those two will be, or this one will be copper for now, but basically we can say this one will also be copper for sure. So we'll probably use those two, and we just have a one that we can either do more iron and connect it up to this one, or whatever we'll do. We'll see. And so you are going to just go straight through, I think. We'll go like this, and then we have to do something like this. This is only pipes. We'll have to leave some space. Yeah, it already starts to get annoying to route all those belts, and I'm just not able to make nice looking belts. I don't know what it is. It's just really hard. So in there, and I don't want to do this. Like this. So let's take it again. Let's do some straight. You can press shift to do that. So that is technically not a problem. So we'll do something like this, and do something like this. And we can go through on height 2, right? We could even then do something like this to get over this, and then down again. And we can go all the way along here. We can even do something stupid like that. And let's leave one so we can go under and over to get some belts routed. And then we can do something like this. So that is copper and iron basically hooked up. Let's also just do this, so we can have them both supplying both. Yeah, so something like this could work. Now, well, we do have a lot of side products. Well, we can for now just dump them here. That's not going to be a problem. But eventually we'll have to basically get rid of all the slag. Do we want to... Graphite will be belted too, right? Yeah, we'll belt everything. So this is copper and iron supplied to this project. What else do we need to get in here in large amounts? Basically limestone. I'm actually thinking if a limestone station somewhere here would make sense. Can I get more stations here? I truly don't know. I don't know if this is gonna cause throughput issues, and I'm scared to put more. So I will leave this space free, but I don't want to put it here on purpose, basically. So we'll have some more belting going along here. So I think you don't want to be here. You will probably go somewhere like there. Now what I also think we could do, we could have another station. Basically we could do something like this and something like this. Let's see, can we get this connected? Something like this, and we could have another of those stations here. Maybe even a longer one, where we can get rid of slag. That's my main issue still. Because then we could get rid of slag and could also have the steel being picked up here. And those will probably just go somewhere like here. We'll see. So then this would again be the, where is these stations? So that would be loading stations. That would be those. Not sure we can actually use those, but yeah, we'll see. Oh no, I don't wanna. No, I don't. I wanna copy, and I wanna copy all of this basically. And then I wanna get this one in. And let's get rid of everything we don't need. We don't need this, and we don't need this. We absolutely would have needed that. But we can fix it again. It's fine. As you can see, this is taking long. 65 is our length of our longest train. So we'll have those here again. Now, do we again need a waiting bay? I think here would a waiting bay would make sense. Then these stations, and they are going out on that track. So what I'm thinking, we do have our wonderful waiting bay here for those trains. So why not copy this one over? Ideally without the pumps there. And that even seems like a good... No, actually not. Something like those. And then we can have these stations there. Because we need some kind of stacker going on here. So we do something like this. We take away you and you, because we don't need those. Then we can do something like this. Because trains here, they don't bring stuff, they take stuff away. So it doesn't so they wait here, and then the stations are gonna go here where we belt everything in to be picked up. So that would be steel, that would be copper, that would be yeah, nothing really else. So that mostly steel, copper, and a ton of slag, and some other small things. Does that work? well, the same here. We need some kind of stacker going on here. So what I was thinking, we could take this away, and we could again here. Let's take this one. Nope. For some reason, I'm always taking the wrong tool there. And we could do something like... Yeah, that's a thing. It doesn't really fit here at all. A smaller one would fit maybe. But you cannot... Well, you could do diagonal stackers, but I don't have those as a blueprint. But yeah. So, but those would be some trains. That would be a stacker for the slack and yeah, those trains. We are low on limestone here to get rid of sulfur. Yeah, which we are getting rid of a lot. That's also Unity, that stuff. Just so we can keep doing this. We also have to keep in mind stacker towers are going up again quite a lot. As you can also see, a lot of U-shaped conveyor 3s, which will not get better here. Absolutely not. So then we would have those. And yeah, the time is running low on the episode. Let's see. Okay, I think silicon is not happening here. I would love to have it happen here because we have sand nearby for the moment. You are out of space to dump. Yeah, that's why I started dumping some stuff here. I can also show you this project here. That is another one. Let's see, how far do we have? I don't want to dump dirt if I dig it up again. But we could do some dumping here maybe. Technically no, because I want to be able to put some. But we can do something like this. Just to get rid of some more dirt. Because, yeah, as you can see, we do have way too much dirt because we are digging it up here. And they are starting to get rid of all that dirt, which is wonderful. That is very good. Again here, trains will come in. They will go into a stacker. Somehow, I will have to see how I'll do this one here. So they come in, they go into a stacker, wait here. If they're needed, they're going to turn around, load stuff up, go out. That is the plan. And then they will bring the stuff here into the whole system. This is looking silly. I'm actually thinking about putting some more storages there. Okay, but yeah, stacker here. And then we could, so this is the station length. Let's just work with this one for now. So then we have these ones. And we can basically do something like turn around. And we can just copy this one and basically do this wherever it's needed. Now I actually need the design for the station. That is this one. So we'll have you be built on top of this one. So we'll have you. And can we already turn those in the right direction? Like this. And then those would go here. And again, we can have quite a lot of those. So we can basically put one. And then we can put another one. And another one. And another one. And even another one. And, well, maybe not this one. But, are 4 enough? I'm not sure. But we could, because we need to be able to get into here again. So if we take, did I really copy this again and just not This is annoying. Why am I doing this all the time? Like this. And then we copy this one. So then, because we kind of want to get into here again. So we'll have to basically turn around from here. And then into... Well, we can for sure do it here. Something like this, and of course like this too. Something like this. And now this one is a problem. Can we not get it in here and in any way? Yeah, that is the... oh, we can. Good. Now I'm just not sure if it can go both ways still. Can we get rid of... Can you... Wait, are you... Are you connected to this one? No, right? So if we take away this one and we connect it back here, we cannot connect you here. We cannot even connect you here. We cannot connect it anywhere. So basically this one is not possible. Which is again already a little bit of an issue. Well, maybe we could... Yeah, we need more than 3 stations. But what we can do is we can take this part and we can take it as close as we can, something like this. And maybe, if we are lucky, so that should now be connected. We should maybe be able to take along one of those. No, because then we cannot have any more. Oh yeah, but what we could do is we could... Let's keep you here. And we could do something like this. We could go a little more straight and then could go along here. We could even go up over the track. How is this legal? Is this high enough? Okay. So we could do... No, and then J... We could do something like this and then have some more stations over here. But I don't love it. Yeah. I will have to think about how to implement the stacker here. Maybe we also want to go in and turn around and then... Wait, can we cut this out again? If we put it... That just needs a ton of space we don't really have. Well, that would be something like this. That could fit. And then they are coming in from here and going out there again. That could be working. So if we basically do something like this. Let's take you somewhere else for now. And let's also take you for now to somewhere else. Where can we put you? Can we put you here? Yes. Well, I kind of like this idea here. But we could also just copy this one to here, to be honest. And we can have some more... What's going on here with the directions? Something like this. And we could then connect those up here. Something like this is always possible too. Yeah, let's maybe make it a little prettier, but you know what I mean. We can even if we turn it back, I'm already over time. Okay. Can turn this around, do it like this. Then we can take U and we can put it here. And then we can take U and we can put it here. And then that means that we are good. And then we can connect all of those up, so that then that works. And then we can also connect U up here, and we can connect U up here. So we have some stations here already. And then we maybe can actually take a stacker like this, put the stacker like exactly where I have it right now. They are coming in here into the stacker, waiting to be useful, and then go out. And then this is also a delivery point and not a get stuff point. Let's move those out of the way. Those are not important at all. So yeah, something like this could definitely be a pot. So we do some. Oh, we could do something like this. So we are using the space efficiently, and then we basically go like this. We turn around into. Oh, is it the wrong way? Oh no! Why did I do this? Okay, let's delete it again. That's the last thing we're gonna do. I wanna get this placement figured out. Now it's kind of the wrong way. Like this. And then we do something like this. We take U. And we do something, we go around into the U, into this one. So we do, so that could work. And then we have this one connected up to this one here. And we could also connect it to this one, of course, if we can. Something like this. And we of course would need to think about how to do this here. But then we could do something like, can we get rid of this? Something like this, and we take U. And we do directions. We get rid of U actually, and rid of U, and then we just take U again, and we'll bring you here. And we could get you in here, and we could get you out here. That's a lot of train infrastructure again, but that could actually work. Because then we also don't have to put everything through this crossing. I'm kind of worried that this crossing is going to be a huge bottleneck. Same with this one. Maybe we'll have to make this one flying. This one could actually be made flying, I think. Yeah. We will see. I think that's it for this episode. Did we do a lot? Well, yeah, we did some stuff. I really hope you're enjoying it, even though it's taking a long time. If you do enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. If you didn't yet, you can also check out Patreon for all the blueprints, and yeah, they are available to Patreon supporters. And I, of course, also appreciate your support a lot. And we are going to see each other next one. Have a nice day, and bye.